Greetings, Tracy Tigers, and welcome to this week's edition of Principal Talk. I'm Mr. Bull.
And I'm Mrs. Kreider.
We are so excited you're here today. Let's kick off this week's program with the Tracy Tiger Pledge. You can say it with us.
I respect you, and you respect me. I am responsible so all can see. I choose every day to act kindly. Always a Tracy Tiger I will be.
Remember those Tracy Tiger traits. At Tracy, we are respectful, responsible, and kind. Both Mrs. Kreider and I are very excited about how well you are all doing with showing your Tracy Tiger traits, especially at the 4th grade music concert this past week. Go 4th grade, you did an awesome job. We're also very proud of you, and thank you, Mrs. Dudenhofer, for working so hard with all of those students. 4th grade teachers, we appreciate you giving them time to participate and do everything band and orchestra. Lots of excitement. Also, last week, I hope that many of you went to math night. We had a lot of fun with all the math centers. We had kids from the high school. What a wonderful night. And remember, if you did go, hopefully you remember to use your homework pass, and you can use that any day for the rest of this school year. Some other things coming up here at Tracy. Next week, or actually this week, we have PSSAs coming for grades 3, 4, and 5. But this really affects our entire building, Tracy. So kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade, I know your teachers have already gone over, and also at the assembly, about how we need to make sure that we're very quiet in the halls, so that way our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders can study and do their very best on their state tests. Now, the actual dates of the test for this week will be Tuesday, April 23rd, Wednesday, April 24th, and Thursday, April 25th. Students will be working on language arts. They're going to do a great job. We've all worked so hard to do so well, so let's give an extra cheer for our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. We do have a joke this week from Amelia M. in 1B, and this is a funny one. Actually, Mrs. Kreider, why don't I let you read that? It's her turn to read some jokes.
All right. What do you call a berry that works at the library? A librarian.
Oh, that's pretty great.
This was from Amelia in 1B. Thank you for sharing your joke, Amelia.
And remember, anyone out there at Tracy Elementary School, please send down your jokes so that Mrs. Kreider and I may read them for you. So, Mrs. Kreider, will you talk to us next about what's happening this week with our 2nd step?
Okay, we are going to focus on following directions. So, some things for you to keep in mind. Listening and following directions are important skills for learning, especially this week with PSSAs. Make sure you're listening to your teachers during directions. Repeating directions helps you remember them, and following directions involves your eyes, ears, and brain.
We're counting on you, Tracy Elementary. We know you have great listening skills, and this is the week to show it.
We also want to talk about self-talk for staying on task. Self-talk means you're talking to yourself out loud in a quiet voice or inside your head. Self-talk helps you focus and maintain attention.
Great things that we're going to learn from 2nd step. Thank you, Mrs. Kreider. Once again, we're going to think about, we talked about fixed mindset and growth mindset. Once again, we have our colorful brain up there. We do want to make sure this is the time of year that we really need to show that we have a growth mindset. And remember, many of you sent in all of those strategies, and we have talked about the strategies that we can use and what we really want to think about. Even when things are hard, you have to tell yourself, self-talk, like Mrs. Kreider talked about today, that I can do hard things. I might not know it yet, but I'm going to know it sometime. So Tracy, we are counting on you to use that growth mindset, especially during the state testing time. Well, that's all the time we have for today here at the Tracy Newsroom. So what do you say we give them a farewell? Have a great Tiger Day. Bye-bye.
Grrr.